Hi, I'm Victoria Brumfield and I'm here in historic Washington Heights, New York City. This is approximately mile 17 on the run course of the Ironman US Championship. This is going to be a fantastic spectating location on race day, and it also provides some really spectacular views of transition across the river in the Palisades Park. As you can see, the Rostock transition is secluded underneath the cliffs of the Palisades Interstate Park. It's gorgeous, but there's only one road in and out, and we're racing on it. So on race day, the only way to get in and out of transition on race morning is by ferry. New York Waterway is providing ferry service from both Manhattan and Weehawken, New Jersey. So let's go down to one of the ferry terminals where your race day will begin. This is New York Waterway's 39th Street Ferry Terminal in Manhattan. This is the main terminal providing ferry service for our New York City-based athletes and spectators. In New Jersey, we'll be using the Port Imperial and the Lincoln Harbor ferry terminals. On race morning, athlete ferries depart these terminals at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's early, but I can't emphasize how important it is to be on time, because if you miss the boat, you miss the race. Likewise, spectators have the option of purchasing ferry wristbands. We have two types of ferry wristbands for spectators. There's the all-day wristband that allows for access to transition, so you can see the swim in the morning and see the swim to bike transition. Then we have half-day wristbands that allow access to transition after probably 9 o'clock in the morning, once the swim is complete. For our guests staying at the host hotel, the Sheraton New York and Towers in Manhattan, Waterway will be providing bus transportation to this 39th Street Ferry Terminal starting at 3 o'clock in the morning on race day. The boat ride to transition will be about 30 to 40 minutes. I'll meet you over there. Here we are at the Rostock transition at the base of the Palisades Interstate Park on the New Jersey side of the Hudson River. Once you've made your way up the Hudson on a New York Waterway ferry, you'll unload here at transition. On race morning, you'll have the opportunity to check on your personal items, drop your gear bags, and your special needs bags. Once you feel comfortable with all of your transition item placement, at 6 a.m. when the transition closes, you need to make sure you're back in line to reload the ferry boats to head on up to the swim start. These ferry boats will load on a first come, first served basis, and then they'll unload at the swim start in that same order. So let's head up to the swim exit and take a look at the swim course. This is the swim exit of the Ironman US Championship on the north end of Rostock. The swim boats, once you reload them after transition closes at 6 a.m., will take athletes 2.4 miles up the river to a temporary ferry terminal. The pro race will begin at 6:50 in the morning, and then the amateur race will begin with a time trial start starting at 7 o'clock in the morning. When we did our test swim, we were told that the best line of sight in the swim course is the George Washington Bridge West Tower. As you might be able to tell, the river is a tidal river. When the swim starts, the current will actually be pushing slightly against the athlete's favor, gradually turning to a slack current, and then switching directions and actually giving the athletes a little bit of a push to the finish. Spectators who purchase the all-day wristbands will have the option to hang out in transition and watch my favorite, the wetsuit peeling, or they can take a walk down the shoreline trail to get a sideline view of the swim. And actually, the shoreline trail takes you to the Englewood Boat Basin, which is right at the base of Dykeman Hill, which will be the perfect spectating location for the run course in New Jersey, because athletes are going to have to conquer this hill 4 times, and they're going to need all the cheering they can get. So thanks for joining me for a brief tour of race day ferry transportation. Transportation details will continue to be updated on the website and on our Facebook. So be sure to like us at Ironman US Championship on Facebook. Check our website regularly for updates, and we'll see you in August.